I'm meteorologist Alex O'Brien, and this is Taking Science by Storm, at Home Edition. Today we're going to talk about fog. We'll discuss how it forms, plus we'll have an easy at-home free experiment that you can follow along with me. So let's get started. First, let's go over a couple terms. Definition 1. Dewpoint. It's the temperature to which the air must be cooled in order for that air to be saturated. Definition 2. Relative humidity. It's a measure of the actual amount of water vapor in the air compared to the total amount of vapor that can exist in the air at its current temperature. If the air temperature and the dew point are equal, that means relative humidity is at 100%. And in order to have fog, this must happen. Experiment time. We're going to make fog in a jar. What you need for this experiment is a small glass jar, near boiling water, a strainer, and some ice cubes. First, fill the jar with hot water to the top. Wait about 1 minute. Next, with oven mitts or a towel, carefully grab the jar and empty half the water. Quickly add the ice cubes to the strainer and place on top of the jar. Now we wait for the science to happen. Look very closely as slowly fog begins to dance around in the jar. In this experiment, we are creating steam fog. As cold air moves over a warm body of water, the water cools slightly, which will cause evaporation. That adds moisture to the air. While the water cools, the air will warm to reach a balance. You can see the condensation as steam. Another type is radiation fog. On a calm, clear night, heat from the day will leave the ground and escape into the atmosphere. There will also be moisture near the surface, which can happen after it rains or snows. The air temperature near the surface will cool until it matches the dew point. The air is then saturated, forming fog. And another type of fog is caused by winds moving uphill. As cold air is pushed up the terrain, it becomes cooler. Again, the air temperature will meet the dew point and relative humidity increases to 100%. Then the fog will form. And in the cooler months, freezing fog can create frost on trees and vegetation, plus create icy roads and ice on your car, which is why it can be a hazard. Typical fog will cause reduced visibility on the roads, which is why we do follow it as a hazard in meteorology as well. That's it for this episode of Taking Science by Storm. I'm meteorologist Alex O'Brien with News 5. See you next time.